Sunday, March 2nd. We have all of your forecast details in just a second. But this is the ice climbing World Cup that's being held in Edmonton this weekend. If you've been able to get out there and watch, quite the entertaining scene. However, the question is, where's all the ice? These walls were supposed to be covered in ice, but it's been so warm across Alberta that the ice has all melted. Those temperatures aren't going to last long. I'll talk about the cool down in just a second for those across Alberta. Meanwhile, some beautiful skies we're seeing in Manitoba. Pink sky there. Beautiful skies seen in southern Ontario as well. However, it has cooled right down for those across the east, and it's about to get a little bit chillier for those in Atlantic Canada. We saw some rain this weekend across Atlantic Canada, which has certainly melted a lot of that snow. But those cool conditions, they're coming right back to start off your March. I'm Fenn Alvarado, taking a look at some of our top weather stories here. We could see some snow across Calgary and Medicine Hat as we enter your Monday. And then in your long-range forecast by midweek across southern Ontario and Quebec, we start to monitor this system that's making its way on up, bringing not only rain, but also snow to some of you. I'll talk about that in just a second. But here's a look at some of your temperatures across the west coast. Taking a look at Calgary, you're at 11 degrees, which is nice. However, that's not going to last forever. I'll show you how cool you're going to get. Vancouver, 10 degrees this afternoon. Victoria, 10 degrees this afternoon. Meanwhile, in Saskatchewan, you're just around the freezing mark. And in Manitoba, Winnipeg, you're sitting at 2 degrees, as well as Brandon. Now, jumping ahead to your Monday, we're getting into those 1 degree temperatures across Alberta, and we're also monitoring this snow that I mentioned. Here's the timing on this as this cold front makes its way through Sunday evening through the overnight. That's where we start to see some snow on Monday afternoon through Calgary and Medicine Hat. Continuing further east towards the southern portions of Saskatchewan could see snow on your Monday evening. Now with this, we're monitoring upwards of 5 centimeters, but do be aware if you do need to travel on any highway passes the QE2 here, that's where you could see some snow on your travels. Now on the west, we are monitoring some avalanche warnings here. Keep in mind, if you do need to travel through a high elevated pass, the snow right now is quite weak on those top layers, and your temperatures have been so warm, it's just melting all the snow that you've already received. You are mainly dry for the next couple days until Tuesday. That's where you'll see your next round of rain for those across the west coast. And the next 7 days are looking fairly warm, at least into those double digits until the end of your work week, where we start to drop right back down in Vancouver to around 8 degrees. Now on the east, your temperatures have cooled down. Keep in mind, through the overnight, wind chills feeling more like the -20s across southern Ontario. Ottawa -11 this afternoon, Toronto -5, and Windsor -1. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic Canada, you're cooling down even more than this. Charlottetown at -2 this afternoon. But as we jump ahead to your early work week, that's where we see Charlottetown feeling more like -10. St. John's -3 on your Monday, and Halifax -5. And the next 7 days, we have a little bit of a roller coaster ride for those across southern Ontario. You see these temperatures bumping up to 6 degrees on Wednesday in Toronto. However, you will have to contend with rain with this system that's on the way. Similar situation for those in Montreal. Your temperatures do start to rise a little bit by midweek, but we will have to deal with this system here that's on its way. So here's where it starts. On your Tuesday, that's where you'll see the first round of rain across the GTA up towards Barrie. Northeastern portions of Ontario, though, it's looking more like a snow story for you. And as we head into your Wednesday, that would be the main event, the bigger round, the more impactful rain for those in the south, and the more impactful snow for those in the north. By the time the system is all said and done, we're looking at widespread rainfall across southern Ontario, and here's where we could see the significant snow potential through Timmins, North Bay, and Sault Ste. Marie. This is for your midweek. Taking a look at the next couple of days in Atlantic Canada here, your temperatures do start to rebound a little. Charlottetown getting up to 2 degrees by Wednesday, and I'll leave you here with your 7-day forecast in Halifax.